good afternoon everyone. We're at a slightly different time slot today, so 2:30 instead of, what was it, 10:30 I think? So welcome if you're joining for the first time. I'm dealing with a little bit of afternoon sun today, so that's kind of got me on a slightly different angle, and the colours probably look a little bit different today too. But today we're starting on Banksias and I'm kind of terrified. I don't really know where to start, so this is going to be a journey for all of us. I'm going to show you the reference image so I can kind of explain to you how I'm going to start. Welcome to everyone watching. I can see we've got 3 people having a watch at the moment, so thank you. Welcome, I'm Michelle. So this is the image I'm using, and you can kind of see that this part of the Banksia comes out. Hi Catherine! This part of the Banksia comes out above this top part. So I'm going to start with the top part because we're going to try and layer this sort of more fuzzy bit over the top of this top bit and hope that that works. That's how I'm approaching it as a very sort of basic starting point. Oh, thank you. It's getting there. It looks slightly different in this light because we've got different lighting today, but it's all fun. So I also have some music for you all, courtesy of Catherine. Thank you. I'm going to put that on and then just tell me or leave a comment if it's too loud, if you don't like it, etc, etc. And I will continue to sort of talk through as we go, but today you guys can mainly just watch me trying to paint this top part of the Banksia, which is going to be pretty hard, I think. If you have any questions, please comment, and I will keep an eye on the comments as they pop up and try and answer them as best that I can. But for now, we'll start with some music and we will start painting. Woohoo! Oh. Alright. Tell me if it's too loud. We can, or not loud enough. Alright. I'm just getting my reference image up so I can see kind of what I'm doing. I'm just starting with an orange colour kind of as a base, so similar to what we did with this bark part down here. I'm going to start with a lighter colour, which I think is the colour underneath the darker colour on the top, and that just gives me the ability to layer it a bit easier later on, and just gives a bit of flexibility, I guess, and creates that depth. So start with this orange and just sort of see how it goes. In terms of brushes, I am using a slightly different brush today. Yeah, touch loud. Yeah, okay. Alright. Hopefully that's better. That might be too quiet, sort of in the middle. In terms of brushes, I'm using this brush. I was using a flatter brush last time, which was this one. Whoop. Really bad at finding the camera. This one here. The reason I've switched up brushes is I think that with this, the strokes that I can get are going to look a bit more like, I guess, the fuzzy sort of flower parts. With this one it's going to be a bit flat and you're just not going to get the same effect. So, and all I'm doing is sort of popping in little bits of colour where I can see that it's going to go, and just sort of brushing up to try and create the illusion that it's fluffy. And again, not staying inside the lines because we don't need to. It's a flower. Flowers don't have strict lines. Well, this type doesn't. In the image I'm using, it does have a lot of white parts, so I'm going in and sort of leaving a lot of, I think it's negative space. So basically just leaving the colour that's already on the wall and letting it peek through and not completely covering it, which then gives that illusion that there's sort of white coming through. But I might touch it up with some white later if it doesn't quite give me the effect that I'm hoping it will give me. And I'm starting from the top because as it goes up the flower, these parts are on top of these higher parts. So it just gives you that more realistic sort of layering look. I hope that made sense. I'm actually not sure if that part made sense. This is a bit uncomfortable, but it's the price we pay for painting on walls. It's just a little bit awkward to get to the spot that you need to get to. Woo! I think I'm going to abandon the reference image just because I've got a bit of an idea now of how I want it to look and how I'm going to approach it, and I'm just going to sort of make it up. We're experimenting. Oh, thanks, Yumna. I'm glad it feels peaceful. That's the vibes we're going for. Chill out vibes for your Friday afternoon. I should get some ASMR set up and set it up like near where I'm doing the brush strokes, and then it would be even more peaceful. That would be nice. I'm just trying to create like little pockets where it's a bit darker. The pitfall with doing it like this is that it's really easy to do too much and then it just looks really busy and not as realistic as it could. Just sort of doing little flicks. It'd be interesting to see what this actually looks like when I step back a little bit. I'm a little bit concerned about how this is going to turn out. But the best part is that if I hate it, I can paint over it, so that's good. And we can try it again. Banksias are probably a bit more structured than I'm making them seem at the moment. because my reference image that I'm using is not that high quality in terms of like the resolution, it's hard to see those little details. So we're winging it today. Oh, thank you, Jordan. If anyone has questions, please send them in or comment them. I'm trying to keep my eye on the comments as they come up. And tell me if you think this is starting to look like a Banksia. I would love your opinions from, you know, a view that isn't right in front of the wall. I find with this sort of stuff, I need to take a couple of steps back. Oh, hi Daddy! Welcome. How do I figure out how to make the texture happen? Oh, it looks so Banksia. Yes. The texture. I don't even know. I don't know how to explain it. I guess because I can see that the texture of the flower itself has lots of little sort of bits that kind of flow out like this. Banksia is now an adjective. I'm okay with that. Yeah, so the texture of the actual flower, it's sort of got these, I don't know if you call them petals, I have no idea. But they kind of go out in this pattern that's almost like blah. And the way that I can translate that into the painting is just sort of doing all these little upward strokes, almost as if you were doing like really short hair, and that kind of gives you control of where the strokes are going as well, and you can build the texture from there. Even just like putting in this base sort of outline of texture, I can keep building upon it with like further little strokes and then being more precise about where I want to put things. I guess that's how I'd be sort of building the texture and getting it to translate. If that works is another matter entirely. We'll find out in a few weeks once this builds up a bit more if that method actually works. But I'm just trying to sort of mimic what it would look like in reality, I guess. Stop about here because in the image this part's that was loud, sorry. In the image this part's quite sort of full and very I don't know, exciting looking, I guess. So I want to give enough space for that to actually develop. So I'm gonna go back to these parts now and see if I can build up some other sections. yeah, I would love to know what you guys have been working on with art and writing and music. If you've got something you want to share, we would all love to see it. Share it around. I'm going to try red now, and just build upon that orange. And I might just have a quick look at my reference image again, which, you know, I should be using the entire time. But because this has so much intricate detail and I can't really actually see it in the image I'm using, there's no point in me sort of agonizing over getting it exactly right. I can kind of see what it should look like and I can kind of work with that. So I'm just going to add the red, not too, I'm not going to use too much red to begin with. I'm just going to put a little bit in just to see what it looks like. And I'm kind of just putting it at the bottom of the orange that's already there. Oh, I'm glad the music is calming and relaxing. Thank you, Catherine. Catherine found this. Yeah, so I'm just building the shadows underneath where it would look darker, say if you were looking at an actual Banksia. When you look at the flower, the lighter parts are closer to you and the darker parts are sort of in as they get layered. Oh yes, playlist sharing, I like it. Welcome everyone. Sorry I can't see, I would welcome you with your names, but I can't see you as you jump online, but welcome. I can only see a little 6. Oh, thank you Simone. Natives are my favourite as well. That's why I wanted to do some natives. You can sort of do any flower that you'd like, but there's something nice about keeping to the native Australian flowers. They're beautiful. I don't know if you can see the effect that this is having, but these parts are getting sort of darker and sort of getting a bit more depth now that I'm adding that red to it. I'm not putting the red everywhere. Welcome to everyone as well that's just finished school. I'm not sure what time school is finishing at the moment, but I hope this is a nice sort of chill session to end your day. Just have a bit of a, take a breath, get prepared for the weekend. Thank you, Tanika. It's developing. I'm still not sure about this method that I've used to get this flower looking like a flower. Yeah, I'm still undecided. I don't know if I like it yet, but we're gonna keep doing it and building it up and seeing what it looks like in the end. Sometimes you can start doing something and you think that you really don't like it, but if you just commit to it and keep going, sometimes it actually turns out exactly as you were hoping it would or better. So you just gotta push through it sometimes and hope that the idea in your head translates. And then if it doesn't, you can redo it. Try something else. Yeah, exactly. It's like you start doing something and you think this is going to be great, and then you get to that sort of middle stage where you've been doing it for a little while and you just sort of think, oh no, did I make a huge mistake? But sometimes you just keep going and it's perfect. Oh, thank you, Lara. I'm glad you love it. I'm loving it too so far. It's very vibrant. You probably can't, because I can't use this window over here because the light's a bit harsh coming in the afternoon. It's a lot more vibrant than it's actually coming across. Which is kind of nice. It's positive vibes for my wall. Ooh, hi Ella. Welcome everyone that's just joined. The other issue I might end up encountering... Hi Aaron! The other issue I might end up encountering with this is because I've done the green quite dark. I want the flower to expand over the green, but because this is so dark underneath, the red might not actually be powerful enough, or I guess pigmented enough to show on top of that green and that brown. So it might mean that I'm going to have to do quite a few layers. Yeah, what music is everyone listening to? Oh, thank you. It's just all building and layering and hoping it turns out how I want it to turn out. I think, just looking at my reference image again, this part in the image is a little bit lighter because I would say that's where the light is coming from, like this angle. So I'm not going to build up too much red in this section, just to try and keep it a bit lighter like the image and try and mimic those shadows as well. image I'm looking at, it's almost like there's little pockets of red. So what I might do is get maybe a white after this dries, and try and pop that on the top as well. But I won't do it yet, because if I try and put a lighter colour over these darker ones at the moment, it's probably going to smudge quite a bit, and I don't want it to smudge. I want it to stay as true to the colour that it is as possible. With layering this sort of stuff, it's a lot easier putting a darker colour over a lighter colour if the paint's still wet or if the paint isn't wet. And right now I haven't dipped my paint in, my my brush in the paint for a little while. I'm just using the excess paint that's sitting on my brush at the moment, just because I want the red, but I don't want it to be that really strong, harsh sort of red that you get when you put your paint into the brush directly. It just sort of gives that illusion of lighter bits, and you can sort of build up those lighter areas without it being completely like dark red. Just gives you a bit of variance, I guess. I think I said I wasn't going to use too much red, and now I'm just like going ham with the red. But that's sort of what happens as well. You just you decide something when you start, and then as you go you sort of see what looks right or what's starting to look good, and then you just completely change your mind. Oh, hi everyone that's joining. Welcome. I'm only here till I think 3, so ooh, basically now. I might go for another couple of minutes, and then that'll be it. But thank you for stopping by to watch. Thank you for watching the whole time. If you've been watching the whole time, incredible. I will be back next week at 2:30, and we'll probably still be working on this Banksia because it's so detailed. It's going to need a lot of layering to get right. It does go really fast. I looked at the clock just then and I thought maybe I've got 10 minutes or so, and it's already 3. Alright, that's me finished. Thank you so much. I will see you all next Friday. Enjoy your weekends. Bye everyone.